Hi there, this is Andrea Mowry of Drea Renee Knits, and today I'm going to be demonstrating one color brioche knit flat. For this specific video, I'm going to be holding my working yarn in my right hand, also known as English style or throwing. If you prefer to hold your working yarn in your left hand, also known as continental or picking, then you can go ahead and check out my other video for this that I'll go ahead and link down below in the description. You'll want to start by casting on an odd number of stitches. I have 15 here. And go ahead and knit a row if you would like. I just did that to kind of stabilize my knitting to get started. And let's jump in. I am going to go ahead and knit my first stitch. And then for my next stitch, we are going to do what is called a slip-one yarn over in brioche knitting. What's important about that is that you remember to always bring your yarn to the front of your work before working a slip-one yarn over if it's not already in the front. So as you can see, I just brought my working yarn between my two needle tips so that it's hanging out at the front. Now I'm going to slip this next stitch purlwise, so entering my needle as if to purl and slipping it over. And now for the yarn over portion of this move, you just bring your yarn over the top of your needle just like that. And that is my slip one yarn over. The next stitch, I'm just going to go ahead and knit one. And as you can see, as I go to knit this stitch, it wraps the yarn around, I want this to focus a little better for you. There we go. It wraps the yarn around that slipped stitch, really finishing off that yarn over that we want to achieve with the slip one yarn over. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that knit one. And now I'm just going to repeat that all the way across. So yarn forward, bringing my yarn between my two needle tips. Slip one yarn over means I'm going to slip this next stitch purlwise. And then another way to think about this is, since my yarn's in front, when I go to knit this next stitch, I wrap my yarn over the top of my needle to knit, and it automatically creates that yarn over for me. So some English knitters find it easier to say yarn forward, slip one, yarn over is created as I knit one. So kind of finding the language that works best for you. All right, you know which step you're at by just checking your work. So you can see I have an individual here, but then I have what looks like, I like to call these my star-crossed lovers because they tend to cross at some point. So that's my slip one yarn over. It now is two strands of yarn that kind of look like they are hugging each other. And then a single, double, single, double, single. So that means now I need a double or a slip one yarn over. So I bring my yarn forward, slip one, and as I knit the next one, my yarn goes over the top of my needle to create my yarn over. And again, yarn forward, slip one, yarn over. If you want, you can just do this movement. What you want to make sure of is that when you go to do your yarn over, you don't wrap it, because if you wrap it like this and then you go to knit your next stitch, well, now you have a double wrapped yarn over. Do you see how it's going over the top of my needle here and then over it again? And that's going to give you this really loose, kind of sloppy looking fabric. So we don't want to double wrap our yarn. So if you need to complete the yarn over for you for it to make sense, just go ahead and bring it over the top of your needle and kind of hold it towards the back of your work, and then knit your next stitch. So yarn forward, slip one, yarn over, knit one, and just one more till I get to the end. Yarn forward, slip one, yarn over, knit one. Now we're going to go ahead and turn our work. And again, I always like to point out when I'm teaching brioche in person, when I come around to check everyone's work, I always show my students what I'm looking for is I spread the work out on the needles, and you can kind of see how they start sitting like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way across. And as long as that's what you've got, then you're on the right track. So now I am to the back of my work, and my edge you can treat, I'm just going to go ahead and purl that little edge stitch. When you're working a pattern, they're going to tell you specifically what to do in that pattern, whether you have an I-cord there or some garter stitch or stockinette. So I'm just going to go ahead and purl it. So it's not really part of the brioche we're doing right now. Okay, so now I am at one of my little couples that I created with my slip-on yarn over on the previous row. And so now these have to be brioche knit, which just means that I am knitting both of those strands as though it was one stitch, and that's called a brioche knit. Now I'm going to bring my yarn forward. I'm going to work my slip one, yarn over, just kind of holding my yarn over the top of the needle, and then brioche knit. And I'm going to repeat that all the way across. So yarn forward, slip one yarn over, brioche knit. 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 And again, you can see that as I brioche knit, I'm creating that little yarn over of my slip one yarn over. You can see it goes around the top of the needle. I knit, brioche knit my next stitch, and there we go. I'm to an edge stitch again, so I'm going to go ahead and purl it. I'm just keeping mine in stockinette. Don't linger too long there. That's not part of the lesson. All right, I am just going to work through one more row, but we are officially brioching. So I'm just going to knit my edge stitch to get that out of the way. And I'm at a single stitch, so I know that that now means I need to bring my yarn forward, slip one. My yarn over is created when I then go to brioche knit these next little star-crossed lovers. Yarn forward, slip one, yarn over, brioche knit. And again, if I spread out my stitches, I can see here's my little individual guy and here's my couple. Single, couple, single, couple. So one way to think about it is if there's one, I need to turn that into two by slipping it and giving it a little yarn over. If there's two, I need to turn that into one by brioche knitting them together. Yarn forward, slip one yarn over, brioche knit. Yarn forward, slip one yarn over, brioche knit. Yarn forward, slip one yarn over, brioche knit. Yarn forward, slip one yarn over, and I'm back to my edge stitch, so I'm going to go ahead and just knit that. So there we go. There is the beginnings of my brioche. You can see at this point it doesn't look like much, but as it gets taller, you're going to see this really beautiful, squishy ribbing. So I hope that you found this tutorial helpful and that it gets you started on the wonderful world of brioche. Happy knitting!